A dash cam is a great way to improve your driving. It can lower insurance premiums, and if you're driving somewhere where a major event is taking place, dash cam footage could even earn you a few dollars. I'm Christian from MakeUseOf.com, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at this. It's the Z-Edge Z3D Dual Lens car camera. It's a dash cam with a front and rear camera. These are separate units that must be individually mounted, one in the front windscreen, the other in the boot. Powered from the 12-volt accessory jack, also known as a cigarette lighter, the Z-Edge Z3D Dual Cam Dashcam ships in a compact box with a USB power cable, dual USB jack adapter, a 26-foot long USB data cable, a shorter USB charge and data cable for hooking the dashcam to your PC, adhesive clips, a plastic tool and a windscreen mount with built-in GPS module. There's also an adhesive mount for the secondary cam. The primary Z3D camera features a 2.7-inch LCD display to give you an idea of the camera view. With a rear camera installed, a picture-in-picture view is instead presented. Both cameras are capable of 1080p Full HD, but if you choose the front-only camera, you can enjoy in WQHD 2560 by 1440p, which is also at 30 FPS. Whatever the choice, both options are adequate for clear capture of events around the car, with both cameras boasting a 150-degree field of view, motion detection, and a parking mode. There's also WDR, that's wide dynamic range, enhancement for nighttime driving. My favourite feature though is the G sensor. This gives you peace of mind that your car is being monitored when you've left it unattended. Previous dashcam models required you to connect the device direct to the car battery, but this is fraught with issues. The Z3D features sufficient battery life to record events when the car battery is off, allowing you to capture car park collisions and attempted break-ins. Before installing the dashcam, it's worth taking the time to wash your car, or at least the windscreen.
I've just brought my vehicle into a car wash, so things are about to get a little bit noisy any second now. Now, the reason for this is simple, it's straightforward. You're using a HD camera at the front of your car, and in the case of the Z3 Dual Cam Dashcam, at the back as well. You want your windscreen and your rear screen to be as clean as possible, because you know some of the dashcam stuff that you do might not be for insurance purposes. You might spot something, you know, it might be like one of those great videos of meteorites flying past. It could be anything vital, anything that you want to share the news. Perhaps you can use your dashcam and upload it for coin. The important thing to remember is it needs to look good, and having a clean windscreen and rear windscreen is really important.
Installing the Z3D Dashcam is straightforward if you're just going for the front windscreen mounted option. But if you're going for the rear mounted option in addition, so you've got two cameras, then things can get a bit tedious and frustrating and generally annoying. It depends on how your car's put together, what the best option is. It might be that taking up some of the carpet or routing the cable some other way through the seating is the best option. I, on the other hand, had to go up here above the door along the line right to the back of the car and mount it on the back window, which you can just see there. Now, this is all fine. It took a while to sort out, and it turned out that I had a lot of cable left over, which meant also removing a panel from the boot and cable tying the cable up and tucking it away. Depending on the size of your car, this is going to differ. One thing I will add, however, is, as frustrating as that is, having the rear cam and being able to review the footage really makes a stark difference to how I previously used dashcams. My previous dashcam had a rear camera, but it was at the other side of the windscreen, so it's basically looking at me. I've never been able to look out the back of the car, and although it's P&P, so it doesn't really make much of a difference to the way you're driving, being able to review that footage later on is it changes the whole way that you look at having a dash cam, and I think possibly can work towards improving your driving in terms of maintaining distance with the people behind you and objects behind you and how you park and that kind of thing. The Z3D needs a micro SD card for storage, supporting up to 128 gigabytes. That's 720 minutes of recording time. However, with 2 cameras active, you can get a couple of days intensive driving saved to a 64 gigabyte micro SD card. When you're on the road, the dashcam is unobtrusive with a screen off setting to prevent distraction. A red LED tells you the device is recording, and that's really all you need to know. Data is saved in one of 2 folders. Standard driving is regularly overwritten in loop mode, whereas events that should be reviewed can be found in the corresponding directory. The best way to review footage is via the Z-Edge app, available from their website for Mac and Windows, and presents video footage alongside GPS data for location and speed. You'll also see a Google Maps representation of the journey as the video plays. It's really cool, but you should note that GPS black spots result in no map appearing. While straightforward to use and easy to set up, the menu system and hardware buttons are confusing. The default settings are enough to be going with, but if you want to change any options, you're likely to have to spend some time staring intently at the display, trying to work out what you've enabled or disabled. This is probably the only downside of this dashcam kit. If you don't already own a dashcam, then the Z-Edge Z3D Dual Dashcam is a top option with a 150-degree viewing angle and 2.7-inch display, a myriad of options, and looping recording, that's going to work well on smaller SD cards. It's a dashcam that is kind of scalable in terms of usability. It's perfect for beginners and advanced users. For more details and to read the full review into this product, head over to makeuseof.com.